Escape is an Australian-American science fiction television series conceived by Rockney S. O'Bannon and produced by the Jim Henson Company and Hallmark Entertainment, originally for the Nine Network. It premiered in North America on the Sci-Fi Channel Sci-Fi Friday segment on March 19, 1999. At 8 p.m. EST. As the network's anchor series. The Jim Henson Company is credited with the many alien looks, makeup and prosthetics to regular characters on the show. The animatronic puppet Rigel and Pilot were entirely Henson Creature Shop creations. Although the series was planned for 5 seasons, it was abruptly cancelled after production had ended on its 4th season, thus finishing the series on a cliffhanger. Co-producer Brian Henson later secured the rights.
Stereo. Attention! Attention! And now we welcome to the grand trivia stage our great leader, our grand aquarium emperor, the trivia master of this age, the past age, the upcoming age, and ages unknown. Please welcome Grand Trivia Master Fluval. Oh, that was a bad noise. Sorry, Master. Let's try again. Oh, that's not so. We must find the noise to pay tribute to all 5 dimensions you hold in your control. Yes, the fake trumpet for Fluval.
Hello and welcome to Grand Trivia, the only trivia show in any dimension where the points do matter and losing will cost you everything. I'm Fluval, Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire, and with me for this night of Halloween trivia is intern Creepy.
Hello, everyone. Welcome
Welcome
to Halloween trivia.
Ooh, boo!
I love your wonderful costume.
Boo!
Fluval.
I'm jump scaring you.
Oh, I'm so scared. I'm so scared, Fluval. Oh, you're scaring me so much. You're so
Good.
scary. I love your costume.
So do I.
Shivers. Scary.
Ooh.
Exactly. Do you like my costume?
Sure.
I have spooky fish.
Oh, you do? Let me zoom in.
I have spooky
Move your head
fish.
to where it zoomed. Oh yeah, you do have spooky fish. Look at those
I have
fishies.
spooky fishies.
Look at those
Spooky
spooky
fishies.
Thank you for the
Spooky
resubscription,
fishies.
Blogthoven. It's been 23 months. That makes you slightly less lowly of a third dimensional being.
Less.
Just a little bit.
Hello, CBC 9000. Hello, Foolaloo. Eek. Eek.
And you can play in our game of trivia by going to crowd.live and entering the code 6QA5.
Ooh, okay. 6 questions
Yes, there's more than that, but okay.
at 5
Intervals.
intervals.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing, Fluval.
6 questions at 5 intervals.
Yes. Incredible.
And if you do go to
Incredible.
crowd.live and enter 6 questions at 5 intervals, you'll be able to play against Opala, Jacko Lanternala, killer clowns from out of Congress, and Ghoul-aloof. Blah.
Oof. Are you excited for trick-or-treaters this
Yeah.
Halloween, Fluval?
Yeah, I am. Look. There's one.
Yeah, yeah. It's,
Get off of my lawn!
this is typically what we do. We like to keep all the lights on,
Yeah.
and we put like special Halloween things outside to attract the trick-or-treaters so that Fluval can shoot them with lasers.
We also will sick things on them like biblically
Yes.
accurate pumpkins.
We sick the biblically
That
accurate pumpkins
they
on
appear
them.
to the trick-or-treaters and say, be afraid.
That is what they say. That is.
And you should be afraid of our game of trivia. We'll also be playing against the King and Boo. Thought about sleeping, but the last 2 innings of this World Series keeping me awake for now. Good.
Good. This is going to be the last World Series because we're going to destroy your
Yeah.
world.
Yeah, that's true. We're gonna blow your planet up.
That's what we're going to do. But who's winning? Well, howdy, partner.
I am.
Of course, Fluval. But what in the division that is lowly and human?
Well, do you know who's in the World Series?
I have no
Intern
idea.
Sports Ball?
I'm assuming this is baseball.
Yes, it's the Baseball World Series.
Okay.
And it's the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the
Oh.
New York Yankees.
Oh.
And the Dodgers are up in the series 3-1. So
we'll
this
have to get one BBR.
they could clinch it
do.
with this. They could clinch it.
Who could?
The Dodgers.
Oh. Good for
Because
them.
it's best of 7. So the Dodgers could win the World Series tonight.
Best of 7?
Yeah.
That's so
I.e.
many.
you have to win 4 games
That's
out of 7.
why can't you just have to win the one game?
I don't know, because football is more direct.
Like, I don't understand.
Because
I
anyone
don't.
could have a bad game, and it's also more. What do you mean? Of course, you can
Of
sell
course,
more.
anyone can have a bad
Yeah,
game. That's the
but-
point of a competition. If you have a
but
bad game, you lose.
They can sell more tickets if there's more games.
Oh, sure, capitalism.
Yeah, of
I
course
forgot.
that's
I
the
forgot. It's all about capitalism.
Let's watch a hockey intern, Jerry Cheevers.
I do
what if
enjoy
you have a
hockey.
stomach ache? Exactly. It was best of 9 100 years ago.
What?
Because you had a bad game. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Turn it around because you had a bad game. Anyway, you can, if you go to crowd.live and enter the code 6QA5I, you can play a bad game against Opala, Jack-O-Lanternala, killer clowns from out of Congress. Gulaloof, the king. Boo! World Series of Sportsmen like World Peas. Spooky Bootleg Bart. And Halloween, Hello Potatoes Ween. Bleh.
Hello, potatoes.
Hello Potatoes Ween.
Have you ever carved a potato lantern?
I've carved lots of lanterns.
That's true.
I carved human lanterns.
Dodgers in the lead with a sack fly. Is a sack fly a person or a move? Or a state of the game?
Is it a move? I love calling it a move.
Ad for goldfish, flood flakes.
Oh, perfection, but also horrible slander.
Oh, food flakes. So, y'all can't see my cool makeup without my glasses. With my glasses on. But it's just gonna lead to me misreading things more and more.
It's a baseball play.
Human lantern.
A sack fly is when a player loses their pants. It's a baseball play when you know you're going to get out, but the ball is far enough away that someone can score from it.
What?
I mean, it's a perfectly cromulent answer. When you know they're going to get you out, but someone else can run to home.
Oh, out of the game.
Yeah.
Like,
What did you think, prison?
I thought like out onto the field.
Oh.
Like,
Hello, Goatsy Pumpkin, also joining our game.
oh, the
of
Goatsy
trivia.
Pumpkin is here.
Yes, the Goatsy Pumpkin is here, but don't worry. There's still plenty of time to join, even once our game is started. But why don't we kick it off with the first question?
Okay.
We're skipping the iconic crowd per gong. Here it goes. Before jack-o'-lanterns were carved from pumpkins, they were carved from which of these vegetables? A bottle gourd, a butternut squash, a turnip, or the ghastly haunted onion?
That's why you cry whenever you cut one.
Yeah.
It's for the soul of the person who died.
And this was, of course, brought up on the most recent episode of WizWorld Live. So if you watch WizWorld, you'll have a leg up.
Yep. You should. That's what you
This
should
has
be
also
doing.
appeared on this show before. So if you're a longtime viewer, you'll have an advantage as well.
They'll also be doing WizWorld Death
Yes.
this Friday, which
This
we
Friday.
love. We love death.
That's this Friday's WizWorld Death with Nakamus. Who you should also follow because Nakamus does Let's Get Weird every Thursday.
Butternut squash is neither butter nor nut nor squash.
Oh.
Interesting.
It's the Holy Roman Empire of vegetables, yeah.
The only important news
Also,
is the
Nakamus-
news that Fluval is performing trivia right now.
That is
That's the
true.
only important thing.
Yeah, some secondary news is this is Goth Week on H-Dub's channel.
Nakagoth. Yes.
And so Nakamus
Yes.
looked like the crow last week, and... But let's see what you picked. One of you said bottle gourd. One of you said butternut squash.
What's a bottle gourd?
So you know bottles, right?
Yeah.
In this essay, I dare to suggest, what if it was a gourd? A
Is
calabash.
it a type of gourd?
It's a calabash.
What is it?
It's a calabash.
Isn't
It's a calabash. Don't.
it's
Here
a
we go.
calabash?
Yeah, also known as a bottle gourd, white flowered gourd, long melon, birdhouse gourd, New Guinea bean, New Guinea butter bean, Tasmania bean, or Oppo squash.
Y'all are gonna see why I'm giving a like
Yes, it's a
look
vine grown for its fruit. It
about
can be
the
either
name
harvested-
calabash.
Stop. Stop. Oh, those are made from them.
Did you know this, Fluval?
No. I mean, yes, but... yes, I knew.
Because I didn't know this.
Of course I knew it. I know every fact possibly that could arise.
You can't just brush past long melon.
You didn't know long melon?
Why is it called a bottle gourd though? Because it's not shaped like a bottle.
Calabash fruits have a large variety of shapes. They can be huge and rounded, small and bottle-shaped, or slim and serpentine.
Oh.
So I'm gonna guess, and I think it's the ones that look like bottles that get called bottle gourds. Look at that.
It was a smash. It was a calabash smash.
Serpentine snake gourds. It's like a palm bottle, yep.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, they can't have named it after the palm bottles.
You don't know that.
I suppose I don't, Flooful. You're the only one who would know that.
And hollowed out ones can be used to drink palm wine.
Oh.
So that might be part of it too, is like you could use it to turn it into a bottle.
Yeah, apparently they were used as bottle,
Yeah.
but for palm wine.
And they can, and you can use them, break them as resonators.
Ooh.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, okay. Hell yeah. I love playing a gourd.
I bet you feel silly now with your I don't know what a calabash is. But anyway, the correct answer is turnips.
It's turnips.
Yes. The correct answer is turnips. And of course, Amoinus Franco made the first one.
Yes, the very first.
You can see what it looks like here.
Ah!
It's so much creepier than modern ones.
Ha! Well, howdy, partner.
Originating
Ha!
in Ireland, people would hollow out turnips and place a lump of coal in it as a type of lantern, and then set it at their door as a guide for the poor soul named Jack of the Lantern. This person was said to have tricked the devil twice. Once by asking him to turn into a coin, and then by placing said devil coin into his pocket with a cross, effectively trapping said devil. And a second time by asking the devil to climb a tall tree and carving a cross into its trunk, once again trapping the devil. Upon his death, Jack was far too evil to be allowed into heaven, but was also banned from hell due to violating the devil's terms of service twice. All he was allowed was a single coal to light his way through the twilight world between living and dying, which he placed in a turnip. In fact, he's the latest host of Aquarium's new season of Survivor, the twilight world between living and dying. It does look like the devil's in there. This is Amoinus's act, though. This is the one Amoinus carved. Yeah, it all happened in Georgia. Hello, H-Dub. We talked about how it's Goth Week on your channel this week.
It's Goth Week!
And shout out that Nakamis the Goth will be on Wizworld Death.
Death!
Are you trying to show off your makeup again?
Goth Week! Well, I was trying to show off my spooky fish. Which you can't really see when I have my glasses on, but then I can't see your comments. So, a candle and a turnip for your birthday.
H-Dub.
Aren't you so excited that the world is going to be destroyed on your birthday? We're going to blow it up.
Well, and you know, you bring that up, and we actually have a very important message about the future of your world. And here it comes.
Oh, okay.
All across the country, Americans want a change. They're tired of political unrest. The good news? There's one choice that will end it once and for all. Fluval 2024.
The Grand Aquarium Empire is responsible for the content of this advertisement.
That's right, I am a dark horse candidate. I alone can end the political gridlock by destroying your entire planet. Exactly, you get how it works. Thank you, Fool Aloof. You supported me in my candidacy for Planet Destroyer.
Exactly. Vote Fluval.
Yes.
Vote red, but not that red.
One.
This
not that
red.
One. Not that one. Not that one. No.
Fluval.
Yes. Vote for no. Yeah.
Make Earth destroyed again. Make Earth rubble again.
Yes, finally, a president not born in the United States. It's me, Fluval.
Better shade of red.
Yes. But speaking of spooky things, let's go to our leaderboard, where Goatsy Pumpkin is in first place with 925 points. The spread is already starting. Opala, Jacko, Lanternala in second. The King in third. Hollow Potatoes Ween in fourth. World set. Yes, from dust you came to dust you shall return. Fluval 2024.
Is Fluval
Oh, I'm so much older than 35.
35? Fluval is endless and ageless.
Yeah.
So,
I was there at the Big Bang.
yeah.
I blew up the nothing, and then the Big Bang happened. The King in second, Hollow Potatoes Ween in fourth, World Sun Series of Sportsmen in fifth, Boo in sixth, Spooky Bootleg Bart in seventh, CBS Spooky Scary in eighth, The Tiffany Spooky Scary, Turn Up for What in ninth, Killer Clowns from Out of Congress in 10th, that's who I'm trying to displace, and Goulaloof in 11th. You can still join our game of trivia by going to crowd.live and entering the code 6QA5I. 6 questions asked in 5 intervals.
6 questions, 5 intervals.
Yes. And here's one of those intervals now. Question 2. Comedy writer Katie Dippold created an iconic tweet when she went to a Halloween party that had, quote, more of a grown-ups drinking wine vibe while dressed as which horror icon? Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, or queer icon The Babadook?
So, one of our interns this weekend was carving pumpkins with some friends who have a new infant human.
Uh-huh.
And this gift reminds me of trying to get that infant human into a pumpkin for a photo shoot. We did do it. It was an excellent photo.
You did figure it out.
But the struggle. Amazing.
The struggle was real. Yeah. Let's see what you picked. 2 of you said Freddy Krueger. None of you said Jason Voorhees. 1 of you said Michael Myers. 8 of you said The Babadook. Did you know the answer to this one, intern Creepy?
No, but you told
I
me
did.
earlier this week.
And you remember.
So I think I remember.
What do you think it is?
I think it's The Babadook.
It is The Babadook. 8 of you got
The
it right. The correct
Babadook.
answer is, in fact, queer icon.
Queer icon.
The Babadook.
The Babadook.
It's The Babadook.
The Babadook.
And you can even, let's, together.
Oh, and he has one of those wonderful little hats like Maddie had.
Yeah. That is rendering in
As
the
a
weirdest way
ghost.
possible.
Huh.
Huh. Well, goodbye. We're going to do the screen share, why, you know? The normal old screen share.
A normal old screen share. My God.
Yeah, the correct answer is, in fact, Katie Dippold dressed as the Babadook. This is the greatest Halloween tweet of all time. I do agree with New York Magazine on that. Halloween is a time for spooky things, skeletons, bats, ghosts, lich kings, vampires, succubi, sarlaccs. Who dresses as a sarlacc? Sexy Abe Lincoln, but none of them are scarier than turns flashlight on below chin, spooky voice, social anxiety. Okay, here we go. TBD to Halloween when I dressed as the Babadook, but my friend's house had more of a grown-ups drinking wine vibe.
Amazing.
I kind of just want to stop tweeting because I feel like that tweet just shows my soul, Dippold says with a laugh. There's no reason for me to ever write anything. Just like, if you want to learn about me, just look at that photo and that's it. There's nothing else left to say.
Yes.
She was 35 when this happened.
Doing popcorn.
And her friend Neil Casey said he was going to go as Polly from The Sopranos, or he was going to go in costume, but turned out to just be Polly from The Sopranos. So it was just him in a warm-up suit. I love the reflections off the eyes in it. That also
Right?
really makes it perfect.
Because it looks like the Babadook actually did
Yeah.
just show up to this party and was like, oh.
And this was an hour later. and then another person did TBT to Halloween when I went to my friend's house for a grown-ups drinking wine party, but there was more of a Babadook vibe. Which is also a very funny, like, callback.
Amazing.
And those were both posted in the scariest year of all, 2016.
So far.
Yes, so far.
Fluval 2024.
Yes.
Destroy the planet now.
Destroying a planet, you know? Hey.
Why take it the slow way?
Yeah, oh yes, and I meant to mention that Katie Dippold's writing credits include the 2023 Haunted Mansion movie, multiple episodes of Parks and Rec, the 2016 Ghostbusters, which famously featured vlogger Chris Gethard, played by comedian Chris Gethard, and The Heat.
Wait. What had Chris Gethard in it?
The
as
2016
Chris Gethard?
Ghostbusters movie.
As Chris Gethard?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why don't I know this? Why
know,
isn't this just coming to mind?
We've brought it up many times
What?
before.
What is going on?
Blogger Chris Gethard was a blogger that hounded Aaron in the 2016 Ghostbusters movie.
Did they say his name at all?
Yeah. Oh, no, the character's named after him, though. In the credits, I think.
I had no idea.
Chris Gethard chased down the Ghostbusters after the events at the Mercado where Rowan North killed himself. He caught up to them near East 45th Street. Chris set his phone to record video, then asked them to answer a couple questions for his blog. He asked how it felt wasting taxpayer money and government resources with their pranks. Abby Yates told him to go back to his mother's basement where he lived, then put the phone down. He sarcastically replied he planned to. He addressed Erin and revealed he went to her hometown and found she made up a ghost when she was a child, then ended up asking her if she was born a fraud and called her Ghost Girl. Erin snapped, turned around, and collared him, then explained him not to call her that. Abby insisted he was too pasty to fight. Patty Tolan pointed out she was making them look bad. Abby implored her to let him go. The other Ghostbusters tried to restrain Erin. He retorted that she should go back to therapy and called her a freak. Then Erin punched him square in the face. He instantly dropped to the pavement. Patty was shocked. The cell phone video of the fight was uploaded to YouTube, and Chris later tweeted that he was, quote, feeling fine with the help of an ice pack and a nice glass of Merlot. Then he thanked his followers for their words of support. This skirmish, yes, Kristen Wiig beats up Gethard.
Wow.
The skirmish was covered in a late edition of the New York Post, including an exclusive with Chris. They titled the article Nosebusters. It's not the ghosts he should be afraid of. Printed a photo of Erin delivering the blow to the front page. Yeah. So.
Wow.
Chris Gethard was in The Stepfathers, and Kristen Wiig accidentally actually punched him.
Oh my god.
In one of the takes. While the character is named after the actor playing him, the real Chris Gethard is not a blogger per se. However, Chris has written a few books, including... I know, per se. However,
I love comparing his multiple books to well, it's kind of like a blog.
Yeah, here's Nosebusters. Oh no, see? His name's on the cover.
Oh!
Injured blogger Chris Gethard tells his story.
Yeah, I guess Weird NJ is a blog.
Yeah.
Pre-blogging
And yeah,
blog.
an injured blogger tells his story. The byline is also Chris Gethard. So he got his name in the 2016 Ghostbusters movie.
Wow.
And no one talks about it, which is a real shame. Speaking of Geth, yeah, Geth will be at the New Jersey GLTS on November 9th with Kevin Smith at the Smod Castle.
Oh.
Yeah.
That'll be fantastic.
You know what else is fantastic? Our leaderboard. Warapala, Jackal, Lanternala is in first. Goatsy Pumpkin falling down to number 2. Hollow Potatoes Ween in third. Boo in fourth. Spooky Bootleg Bart in fifth. World Series of Sportsmen in sixth. CB Spooky Scary in seventh. The King in eighth. The Ringo in ninth. Spoopy Poopy in 10th. Goolaloof in 11th. Turn It For What in 12th. And Killer Clowns Out of Congress in 13th. Also, Missy, are you Killer Clowns Out of Congress? Who's Killer Clowns Out of Congress? Because I really like that name almost as much as I like question number 3. Which of these has been suggested as an alternative to Halloween? Kids Day USA, Reformation Day, Youth Honor Day, or all of the above?
Youth Honor Day.
Yep. Kids
Nothing
Day.
sounds more fashy.
Kids Day USA doesn't sound bad to you?
It does not sound as
It doesn't
just
sound fashy.
blatantly
You're right.
fascist as Youth Honor Day.
No, that's true. That's true.
Fuck, man.
Some churches are having harvest festivals instead of Halloween, and I love that they've embraced pagan harvest festivals.
Yep.
To
Instead
dodge
of demonic.
Halloween, to dodge the demonic Halloween. Death Before Youth Honor Day.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
If there's ever a Youth Honor Day, we will destroy the planet before. That is a Fluval 2024 campaign promise.
Yes, no Youth Honor Day, for sure.
No Youth Honor Day.
Yes,
If any world in the multiverse ever decides it, Fluval will destroy that planet before it can happen.
Trunk or treats have ruined Halloween, says Blogthoven, but did they ruin any of these days? Let's find out. None of you said Kids Honor Day. 1 of you said Reformation Day. None of you said Youth Honor Day. 11 of you said all of the above. This is a returning question, so I'm not surprised so many of you got it right. It is, in fact, all of the above.
All of the above. Who's the loser who guessed Reformation Day? Who's the loser?
That was the Ringo.
The Ringo, you're a loser.
Yes. But this is Kids Day.
Suffer.
Kids Day USA aims to, quote, replace the Halloween tradition that makes light of fear, death, and horror with a new holiday that
things
celebrates...
we shouldn't make light of.
Yes, with a new day that celebrates the good things that unite Americans. Freedom, liberty, and justice for all. Kids go door to door dressed in patriotic costumes.
That's a worship word.
And adults signify their willingness to participate by painting pumpkins with Liberty Bells and pumpkin pies.
Missy,
and hanging an American flag outside.
Missy, have you watched the Star Trek episode, The Omega Glory, yet?
Kids Day USA, a day for kids to celebrate patriotism, a day all kids can go door to door dressed in historical and patriotic costumes.
Oh my god.
And remember our country's history and heroes.
Never mind, this is also super fashy.
This is from 2000. This is from the early 2000s. A day kids can get candy and collect pennies for Afghan children. A day pumpkins can be painted with flags. Yeah, it is from like 2002.
Ew.
A day when everyone who participates hang their flags. A day when kids say goodies for kids instead of trick or treat. And a day when
that sounds very bad.
It does.
That sounds bad.
A day when kids are taught that they are the future of this country and that adults everywhere in this great land care about them.
Yeah, this clip art though. Yeah, what have Afghan children done to deserve 100 whole pennies?
Yeah, I'll tell you, this is from archive.org, but the URL was kidsdayusa2001.com.
I like the Hamiltonification of the revolutionary period here. I hate this. And it's not even the fun kind of fetishization where they're like in goth clubs.
Well, let's see if you hate. Happy Reformation Day. It isn't just Halloween.
It's not just Halloween.
The truth here, written here, is a sweeter treat.
I love how
candy.
I like how it is just the Reformation where he nailed the things to the door.
On October 31st, 1517, Pastor and Professor Martin Luther nailed.
You always have to do both. You need candy and money for children.
Nailed a list of 95 arguments on a church door in Germany. Back then, that's how you started a discussion. Which to me, I love the italicization makes it sound like they're shaming millennials and Zoomers for trying to do things on Twitter rather than nailing things to doors.
Reformation Day.
Luther's arguments gained wide acceptance and were sent through Europe via the newly invented printing press.
Harmony. Yeah, when you want to start a discussion, go up to someone's fucking door and nail something to it.
Yeah, do property crime.
Actually,
in Minecraft when you want to start a conversation, or in Kamala Harris's Fortnite server. Yeah.
When talking doesn't work.
Reformation Day. Brad Winstead, director of the Children's Ministry International, suggests that if to celebrate Reformation Day,
God.
They suggest that for Reformation Day, Christians should throw a party at church where they all dress as characters from the Reformation.
And talk about how all Jews go to hell.
He says he's dressed up as John Calvin, Martin Luther, a peasant, and even John Tetzel, the salesman of infamous indulgences.
Ooh.
And on Youth Honor Day was proposed by the Senate Judiciary Committee under President Truman, who wanted to repurpose Halloween as Youth Honor Day in 1950, hoping that communities would celebrate and cultivate the moral fiber of their children. But the House was too busy with the Korean War to be bothered. So that's why we were too busy doing an imperialism.
We were just too busy being the evil empire.
Your new empire.
12 ways to make sure you go to heaven. Don't be a Jew.
Interforest
Seriously,
got one.
don't be a Jew.
Interforest got one about how they're teaching evolution in the schools, and all it takes is one brave middle schooler to be like, no, that's not what happened.
That would be fucking
Yeah.
hilarious, Fool.
Yeah. Anyway, Spoopy Poopy got the most points, gaining 900 points, while the Ringo lost 690 points, or as I like to put it, nice 100 points.
It's the bold new take on TPing a house. A lot less property damage,
Well.
but a lot more violent property damage. Like,
I guess it's much more specific.
it's a lot easier to clean up, but then you're like, someone was walking around with a hammer and fucking nails?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You know what's not easy to clean up?
What?
The leaderboard. Where Goatsy Pumpkin has retaken the lead.
Goatsy
This has been such a
Pumpkin!
competitive game from our top two players.
Mm-hmm.
Hollow Potatoes Ween down in second. Boo in third. Spooky Bootleg Bart and World Series of Sportsmen.
For some reason, in your mind palace, Fluval, I can now see how many questions out of how many questions the player got correct.
That's always been there. Yeah, that's been there for, not always, but it's been there for a long time. Yeah. No, that's the extra funny thing when I go, and now the penultimate question when there's still more questions, because they know the whole time. And they just play along with it.
Oh, they know,
Yeah, they can see it too.
but I can't always see it.
No, you always could.
I am often more surprised than y'all are.
Yeah. Not to break
Wow.
kayfabe for a second, but they all know the whole time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I can just ask all of you. Like when I'm getting tired, I'm like, how many questions?
I guess you could, but here's question 4. Which is the only state to be admitted to the Union on Halloween? California, Nevada, Oregon, or Utah? Which of these states was admitted to the Union on Halloween? And there is only one correct answer. I will tell you that much. Do you know the
I
answer to this
wish
one?
it was California.
Why?
Because that's a state that
Why do you think it's California?
a couple of interns. I don't think it is. I wish it was.
Oh, you said you wish it was. I thought you said, I think it's California, and I was wondering what your logic was.
No, I have no logic.
Okay. No, if there's no logic, then I can't really
Yeah.
argue with it or make fun of your thinking, or
Really?
I could, but I don't know what your thinking is. It just sounds dumb.
Fair. It's something
It's so
we
silly to
all-
just be like, I wish it was true, so it's probably true. How would you know that? What do you mean? Of course you know this blog. Don't you all take American history?
Were we taught the day of the year all the states were admitted into the union?
Why weren't you? That's the most important piece, obviously. That sounds exactly like what the American educational system would prioritize. Just rote memorization of dates.
American what now?
Yeah, it's true.
My
2 of
new
you said
empire.
California. 4 of you said Nevada. 3 of you said Oregon. And 2 of you said Utah.
Utah.
The correct answer is, of course, Nevada, which was admitted to the Union as the 36th state on October 31st, 1864. And Nevada and West Virginia were the only states to join the Union during the Civil War, making it Nevada the only one that joined the Civil War that wasn't a split from another state. It was a territory.
You're
and apparently
pumpkin
Abraham Lincoln
cute.
wanted it in the Union for some votes, so for the Electoral
Utah.
College,
Utah.
to help him in the next election.
Oh, what? Wait, who did what about the...
Abe Lincoln. Honest Abe Lincoln. Wanted Nevada in the Union. Yeah.
Look.
Nevada is... It also infused a bunch of silver ore sales into the Union's coffers so they could fight the Confederacy.
I mean, look. I was going to say it should make sense because the most Halloween city,
Yeah.
I think, in America is Las Vegas.
I would also like for... I'm just going to turn off the trivia for a second. I'd like to read a clock.
Hey, Blinken.
So, you know, the election, right? First
Yeah.
Tuesday in November.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, it did become a state right before the election.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, and it's because 8 days before the presidential election of 1864, Nevada became the 36th state of the Union, despite lacking the minimum 60,000 residents that Congress typically required a potential state to have to become a state.
Wow, don't you hate it when the people who you like steal elections?
Yeah,
too?
statehood was rushed to the date of October 31st to help ensure Abraham Lincoln's re-election and post-Civil War Republican dominance in Congress. So that's the fun part. Don't you like it when it's the people you like who do it, but it was still the Republican Party doing some bullshit.
They have this one thing that is
Yeah.
consistent.
However, it turns out they won even it didn't need Nevada's help,
Oh,
and it
okay.
was fine.
Well,
Because
that's
it's Abraham
good.
Lincoln.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Because Nevada was mining based and thus was industrialized, and so its economy put it more in line with the rest of the Union states.
Who did it belong to before that?
America, but it was territory.
Oh.
It wasn't a state, so they couldn't vote.
And did it belong to what, the indigenous people, or was it like California
No,
where
it was an American territory.
Mexico?
No, it was American.
But before it was American.
Well, then it was part of Utah. Initially it was part of the Utah territory. And yeah, it was part
And
of
that was indigenous?
it was part of Mexico.
Okay,
And then-
that's what I was
And
wondering.
then was indigenous. Yeah, I mean that's all the
Like, which empire empired it first?
America.
Sure.
I mean Mexico. But yeah, it was part of Alta California. That's not a joke, it was.
That's just funny. It sounds like alternate.
Alta Beauty.
What?
I thought it sounded like Ulta. Ulta Beauty.
It does sound like
But
Ulta
alternate
Beauty.
California, I see.
Like it's
mean-
California, but alt. Like,
Well, yeah,
it
I
adds
mean-
like an emo haircut.
Turnip for What gained the most points on that question, getting
Ooh.
772 points, while Goatsy Pumpkin, our erstwhile leader, lost
Ooh.
864 points. And you can see it on the leaderboard where Spooky Bootleg Bart has taken the lead. CB Spooky Scary in second, Hollow Potatoes Ween in third, Boo in fourth, and Opala Jacko Lanternala in fifth, while Goatsy Pumpkin has slid all the way down to sixth place on that question, leaving the union of the top 5 of the leaderboard. As we go to question number 5, our halfway question.
Oh.
Which warlock is the vile villain who vexes our heroes in the 1998 Disney Channel original movie Halloween Town? Burp Erp Snurt the Third, Edgar Dalloway, Calabar, or Silas Sinister?
What the fuck did you get burp, erp, smirk?
All of these are characters
third.
from the Halloween Town franchise. But which of them is the vile villain who vexes our heroes in the 1998 Disney Channel original movie Halloween Town?
Furthermore, the fuck's that Palpatine looking motherfucker?
That's the titular villain.
The titular villain.
Not the titular villain. The villain's not named Halloween Town. This is the villain in Halloween Town. What's his name?
Burp, erp, snurp.
Is it Burp Erp Snurp the Third, Edgar Dalloway, Calabar, or Silas Sinister?
I like that this is just burp, erp, smirked. I'm attracting a cat.
Yes.
Did
Yes.
we watch this last year? Yes.
Interns and you watched it last year. He's titular to the sequel. That's true. He is the titular to the sequel. But let's see what you picked. One of you said Burp Erp Snurps the Third. 0 of you said Edgar Dalloway. 11 of you said Calabar, like the bottle gourd. And 0
That
of you,
is why I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
the correct answer is in fact Calabar the bottle gourd, who was despised as the humble mayor of Halloween Town. So it's funny you mentioned that he resembles another politician who was left scarred and deformed, which we assumes means that when Disney makes their Dark Tower multiversal epic, Calabar will be revealed to be an alias of course, none other than Cool Sheev.
Oh, okay. It's not Calabash. It's Calabar.
Yeah,
But it sounds the same.
that's probably a reference.
Somehow, Calabar has returned.
And here's a better look at Calabar.
Yeah.
Edgar Dalloway is the warlock who is the main villain of 2004's Halloween Town High. Burp Erp Snurps the Third Burp Erp Snurt the Third is a goblin featured in 2006's Return to Halloween Town, and Silas Sinister is the head of Sinister Inc. and the main villain of Return to Halloween Town.
I see.
Reno Romano, who voiced Benny the taxi driving skeleton, was also the voice of none other than nope. The Batman in the TV show The Batman. And was the voice of Spider-Man in Spider-Man Unlimited and the Spider-Man PlayStation games. I had to try on all of my Halloween costumes.
I love the sexy
It was only
band
logical.
number. That's true. Could you imagine if it was Watto?
I could.
Could you imagine?
And you know, that's our halfway question. That's question number 5, which means it's time to look at this product tie-in for Wicked.
Oh.
The mystery color mac and cheese macaroni cup. Which will you get, pink or green?
Oh, those are two terrible choices.
Yeah. Your mac and cheese will be pink or it'll be green. Pink for Ariana Grande or green for Elphaba.
And you know it's not because they put like
not a raffle.
tomatoes and beets in one and spinach in another. Like
The thought of pink or green mac and cheese are gross, says Reddit user KM68. This guy never had green and
the
purple
two
ketchup in his sauce.
genders.
It's almost
Pink
as
or
weird.
green.
It's almost as weird as the Shrek milkshake.
Oh my god. Pink
Now, you know
or
what's
green.
great? None of the... Oh, here we go.
Pick a side.
I'm so glad this other Reddit post... Oh, I found an incredibly useful subreddit for us, too. This is what it looks like inside.
Oh god. Oh my god.
The pink one looks like you're eating entrails.
It really does.
And the green one,
Like-
looks like you're eating Vulcan entrails.
Oh no.
I gutted a Vulcan and I'm eating their insides.
It's Cosmo and Wanda.
Yeah, you killed Cosmo and Wanda and you ate
It
them.
does look like cat food. It does look like it was already eaten.
Yeah.
You keep the Shrek milkshake out of your mouth.
Also, you better
He
believe the
would.
stupid food subreddit is going to make a lot of appearances on this show. Well, you know, speaking of awful things, it's also time for... the Wacky Ticket Reunification Game, which is not a raffle. Nothing of monetary value is gotten, and no money was exchanged to have to participate.
But if you know where I put the rest of the tickets, that would rule.
Also, yes, intern Creepy here lost the tickets.
I would love to know.
And all that you're getting is a sense of satisfaction of forcing these tickets that would rather be apart to be together. It's like a Thanksgiving dinner with your drunk uncle who
Thank you,
refuses to eat non-pink or green mac and cheese.
Our first ticket. 396873. 396873.
396873.
Next ticket, 396597.
396597. You were flying through these.
Oh, this is the wrong kind.
It's not a lottery and it's not a raffle. It is neither of those things.
Our next ticket,
Yes.
396810.
396810. 316810. 396810.
So it's like
It's
a
not.
lottery. It's like a lottery.
No, it is not.
In that if you pick
No.
out the card, we
No.
stone you to death.
It is not. Oh, like that kind.
Yeah. A sweepstakes?
No! No, it is not a raffle either. Stop putting that up, and it is no stakes are being swept.
396.
Stakes are consumable matter. They're so gross.
396 680.
39, 66, 80.
And our last ticket tonight.
Wow.
396 572.
Wait, there's one more ticket. Because you drew the one that was the wrong kind.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Read them out again. Read them out again, because I apparently missed one.
396 873.
Yes.
396 810.
Oh, that one disappeared.
Okay.
Yeah. Nope, they don't, fool. If they get nothing but the satisfaction of making these tickets that would rather be apart be together. It's like a Thanksgiving with your drunk uncle who will only eat
572.
green and pink macaroni.
572.
Yes, things with 572.
Things. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Plenty of suffering.
Exactly.
Also, yeah, we've drawn Timothy Chalamet before.
Our
who
next
showed up at a
oppressor?
Timothy Chalamet lookalike contest in New York City. New York City. New York City.
New York City.
New York, New York. It's a hell of a town.
New York.
You know, I heard that if you can Timothy there, you can Timothy anywhere.
Raphael? Superman's cousin?
Yes. Superman's cousin? Our leaderboard? Where Spooky Boot like Bart is in first, Hollow Potatoes Ween in second, Goatsy Pumpkin in third, Opala Jack-O-Lanternala in fourth, Boo in fifth, World Series of Sportsmen in sixth, CB Spooky Scary in seventh, Turn Up for What? By the Oscar-winning Daniels in eighth, Goolaloof in ninth, Spoopy Poopy in 10th, My Ween is Not Hollow in 11th, The Ringo Peace and Love in 12th, Sexy Chris Gethard Costume XL in 13th, The King in 14th, and the Killer Clowns from Out of Congress in 15th as we make our way to question number 6. According to the bulk candy reseller Candy Store, what is the most popular Halloween candy in America in 2024? Is it M&M's, Reese's Cups, Skittles, or Tootsie Pops?
Tootsie Pop.
Tootsie Pops with your Tootsie Rolls.
So a Tootsie Pop is the kind with that
With the
gross
Tootsie Roll in the
gum
middle.
in the center.
Yeah, it has the, oh no, with Tootsie Roll in the middle.
What's the kind with the gross gum?
Bubble Pop?
A bubble pop? Blow pop. Thank you. Thank you.
Charms Blow Pops.
Pieces.
They have a chewy bubblegum center surrounded by delicious fruit-flavored hard candy shell.
Gross.
And they're available in great tasting flavors that include traditional fruit varieties and the more contemporary favorites like Kiwi Berry Blast, Black Ice, Watermelon, and Blue Raz, the brand's most popular.
Blue Raz.
From Charms.
I love shopping at Bulk Candy Reseller Candy Store.
Blow Pops were great. Well, they're still around.
Ugh.
They're still around.
Ugh.
I mean, it's all gross matter to me. Let's see what you picked. 4 of you said M&M's. 5 of you said Reese's Cups. 1 of you said Skittles, and a whole 3 of you thought it was Tootsie Pops. The correct answer is, of course, M&M's.
M&M's,
And this
baby.
year, in the year of our COD 2024, they overtook Reese's Cups for the first time. And they were also the top candy in California, Iowa, Kansas, North Carolina, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Vermont, and Washington. And they were also the top-selling candy in Washington, D.C. America's top 5 are M&M's, Reese's Cups, Sour Patch Kids, Skittles, and Starburst.
Oh, okay.
But we can also see the state-by-state breakdown.
Okay, Sour Patch for Texas.
Yes, Texas was Sour Patch, as was Alaska.
Okay. I like how M&M's have the whole West Coast.
Yeah. And New Jersey, Almond Joy is Connecticut. Pennsylvania, M&M's. New Jersey is Tootsie Pops.
Ugh.
Yeah, New Jersey thinks Tootsie Pops are the top candy.
Oh, a
Lot
of
of bad
bad.
candy preferences, absolutely.
Like,
Hershey's,
who likes Hershey's Kisses?
Hershey's mini bars is Hawaii's favorite. The little Hershey's bars.
Why?
Twix is Montana.
That's a good idea.
The one good opinion Montana has ever had. Lemonheads. Louisiana's Lemonheads.
What is that yellow junk in LA?
LA for Louisiana. Butterfingers, Oklahoma. Kansas is M&M's. Sour Patch in Illinois. Michigan is Starburst. Butterfingers in Wisconsin. Ohio is Blow Pops.
Gross!
Ugh.
Ohio, why? I don't like those because I think I'm gonna swallow the gum.
Yeah, Ohio has that Ohio taste in candy. You know what I mean?
Ugh.
Oh my god, Maryland is candy corn.
What the fuck, Maryland? Almond Joy is honestly sad.
Massachusetts is Butterfinger. New Hampshire is Reese's Cups. Vermont, M&M's. Bernie Sanders and M&M's.
Hot
Trying
tamales?
to. Delaware is Sour Patch.
Who likes hot tamales?
North Dakota, because it's so damn cold. They're just trying to warm up.
Wait, but then who? What is the red stuff next to them?
Minnesota also.
So
'Cause
they
it's
just
so
have
cold.
two different pictures for
Yeah.
hot tamales?
I think so that it's clearer what the lines are between the states.
Okay.
South Dakota says Jolly Ranchers was Starburst last year.
But they put the same picture for the whole West Coast and just
No, they
made a
didn't.
line. Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
Look, the blue.
Well, but these are the same when you mouse over too. Washington has upside right M&Ms. They're different pictures of M&Ms. It's just M&Ms are pretty. I don't know. I mean, I agree they could have varied it more.
Hot tamales is psychotic.
Arizona
I
has Hershey's
agree.
Kisses.
That's boring.
Just like
Old
Arizona.
people live there. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, which
Yeah.
one is the worst?
And
Which
Halloween's
state
candy
is the
sales went
worst?
down by 0.1 billion in 2024 versus 2023. They're down 5%.
Yeah, we gotta email
Sour
Ben
Patch
the
Kids
the,
surged.
the author.
Oh, candy corn is on the rise.
That's awful. Who wants to eat wax?
Oh, here we go. Rhode Island's is Hershey mini bars also.
Commander Cut Map. It looks like this is bad.
Hershey, Rhode Island's are Hershey's mini bars, M&M's, and Double Bubble bubble gum. New Jersey's Tootsie Pops, M&M's, and Skittles. California, I already said, but it's M&M's, Reese's Cups, and Skittles.
What is wrong with you, Wiz?
Louisiana.
Oh, we know Wiz is very, very, very old.
Whoa, Louisiana's
So,
saltwater
as a
taffy.
kid, perhaps these were the only candies that existed.
Is that the only appearance of saltwater taffy?
Saltwater
Yeah.
taffy's pretty good.
Oh, and Nebraska, and Washington, and Wyoming. Good. I mean, California, saltwater taffy should be higher.
Yeah.
I like saltwater taffy.
He had
is
just
what a
learned
human
how to
would say.
refine sugar.
Thank you, Ben George, for writing this up. Ben at candystore.com. Colorado also Hershey's Curses, and Milky Way won last year. Oh my God! Why don't they release Hershey's
What?
Curses?
That is a good idea.
Yeah.
With little curses inside.
It is wild to me that you wrote San Fran, Wiz.
You can mallow this whole marsh, you say? Why? Give me an argument as to why wax is good. We do need a candy census.
Yeah, I mean that's what this is. Well, Frisco is.
Frisco.
Frisco doesn't bother me as much.
It sounds like you're getting frisky.
Well, also because I learned that Frisco was used by like the working class people who were in San Francisco, like in the 50s,
oh.
and that's why there's that stigma on it. And so I'm like, oh fuck that stigma. Frisco rules. Yeah, working class and black specifically. So I'm like, I'm not gonna be. I can't be anti-Frisco.
Fanny Franny. It's Fanny
Sanny
Franny.
Franny. I call it Cisco because it's all about systems, man.
Oh, I thought you meant like Captain Cisco.
Engage. I mean, he did go there. He was involved in the Bell riots there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, your grandpa said Frisco too. Fuck my typing. No, I don't do that. I don't fornicate at all.
With anything.
If anything, not even with concepts or activities. I'm a fifth dimensional being. I'm above that sort of thing. That'd be like asking Odo to not sleep in a bucket. It just can't happen. Are that out? You know what else is are that out? I think you know.
Do I?
Our leaderboard.
Oh, okay.
Well, Paula Jacko Lanternala is in first place. Sexy Chris Gethard costume gained the most points on that question,
Oh.
gaining 1,753, while Spoopy Poopy lost the most, losing 889. Our top five are Paula Jacko Lanternala, Spooky Bootleg Bart, CB Spooky Scary in third, Hollow Potatoes Ween in fourth, and Boo in fifth. Also, Wiz, did you see the campaign ad that we showed earlier in the show? Because I think you, of all people, need
Yeah.
to hear this very important message
Extremely important.
if you didn't hear it. So we're just going to play it again right now. Because, of course, we're less than a week away from the election, so we hope you can take this to the polls with you.
All across the country, Americans want a change. They're tired of political unrest. The good news? There's one choice that will end it once and for all. Fluval 2024.
The Grand Aquarium Empire is responsible for the content of this advertisement.
So yeah, only I can fix it. Only I can end the political disruption and unrest. From hashtag from dust we came to dust we shall return. Sure, man. Yeah.
Vote Fluval!
Yeah, you can get my MP4.
But will he raise taxes? We're gonna eliminate all taxes.
You can
No
get
taxes. No planets, no
my
taxes.
multiverse part 1/4. What? That's so stupid.
Yeah!
That's not stupid. I love that was. What do you think MP4 stands for? It's MPEG 4 part 14 or MPEG 4. And I get it. There is a reason, but it really makes it seem like 4 stands for part 14. When really it's just an acronym or shortened acronym or shortened name that just doesn't include part 14 at all. I know it's fine.
I'm so confused, Fluval.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, it's MPEG. Exactly.
Multiverse, page game.
There will be a huge economic boom as well as other types of booms. So many booms. And you know, recently I went to a short for MP Fortnite, you know, but also I recently went to a place that has made plenty of booms in its day because it's a warship. So here we go. I'm very dangerous. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. I too would be mad if I was on a military vehicle. Those bullshit they need to exist in vacuum. Unlike me, Fluval. One small step for Fluv, one giant leap for Fluvkind. How dare they teach the youth that the ocean is for humans? Arthur! That's it.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, can you tell I was a little... I had just woken from my slumber when I recorded those voice lines. Oh, and it was the Taco Bell ad. That was all that played.
Yep. That was all Fluval.
I don't mean a literal slumber, by the way. I obviously don't sleep. I mean, I just, like, was vibing so hard.
Yeah, sometimes Fluval does vibe so hard that it appears like it's slumber. He's just vibing.
I'm just vibing, though. Taco Bella D is a great anime name. Yeah. Oh, man. Well, Void, you'll have to watch the VOD of this. The Void VOD.
Void VOD.
So you can see that video. Maybe it'll appear somewhere else on November 2nd, like Eric Germ's charity stream
Oh-ho-ho.
for Extra Life, where he'll do a 25-hour stream to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. You'll have to watch the whole thing to find out. You gotta watch The Void.
The Void.
The Void. I'm the penguin.
Circumstances.
Circumstances. Watch The Void.
Circumstances.
Well, speaking of circumstances, circumstances are related to our next question.
Oh.
In Star Wars Legends, which of these groups celebrated Halloween? The Ewoks, the Jedi Order, the Night Sisters, or the Sith? Which of these groups canonically celebrated Halloween in the Star Wars Legends timeline?
I love the idea of the Sith going door to door and asking for candy.
Trick or treat.
There's only 2 of us.
Trick or treat, smell my feet. Give me something good to eat. Any one of these could have had a dumb comic book story about Halloween. Will you be surprised that a dumb comic book story is, in fact, the source of this trivia? Thank you, cool Halloween Sheev. Bootleg Bart needs someone to fix the jukebox, and Cool Sheev is the cat to do it. Ow!
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Let's see what you picked.
7
of you said the Ewoks. None of you said the Jedi. 4 of you said the Night Sisters, and interesting, 3 of you said the Sith. Well, I'll tell you this. 7 of you got it right. But not in the way you might think. Because there were 2 correct answers. It was the Ewoks and the Jedi Order.
Ha!
Yes. Arg, says Wizworld Live.
Arg!
Could be miserable. Because you better believe we're going to visit the part of my mind palace that looks a bit like Wikipedia
Oh.
to learn more about this question's answers. Whereas you'll see here, it was Halloween in Legends. Aru! Aru! Wow, I love that. Aru! What's that? It's only me. This party is great fun, isn't it? With Tebow and Wicket W. Warwick in costume on Halloween. Halloween, or Halloween, was a Halloween held in certain locations in the galaxy, including the Jedi Temple on Coruscant and the settlement of Bright Tree Village on the forest moon of Endor. For the Jedi, the festival entailed decorating the temple with carved pumpkins and cobwebs. For the Ewoks of Endor, the festival was an annual highlight characterized by revelry, costuming, laughter, and a large feast. During the Halloween of 3 after the Battle of Yavin, a predatory creature known as a Hanadak attacked Bright Tree Take it again. During the Halloween of 3 ABY, a predatory creature known as the Hanadak attacked Bright Tree Village, but was coaxed into leaving when Wicket W. Warwick and the other Ewoks placed pacifying blue dick leaves upon it. Yes, they placed Viagra leaves on it. Later, during the same Halloween, a band of Duloks kidnapped the Ewoks' leader, Chief Chirpa, but Warwick and his friends Tebow and Nisa rescued the chief and allowed the Halloween festivities to continue. Halloween, also spelled Halloween, was the annual festival. That's basically the same thing. Here we go. Clone Wars era. Seen here is the Jedi Temple where they have a General Grievous thing, a Jedi Order logo pumpkin, a battle droid, a scarecrow, and an Asajj Ventress pumpkin, which is very funny because it's like carving a pumpkin of your enemy general.
Like what?
Yeah.
Okay.
During the Clone Wars, the Jedi Temple on Coruscant celebrated Halloween at least once. For the festival, carved pumpkins and cobwebs decked the halls. Some pumpkins captured the likenesses of Separatist leader Count Dooku, his enforcer General Grievous, and his apprentice Asajj Ventress. Others featured the insignia of the Jedi Order. Another decoration featured a B-1 series battle droid propped up and dressed like a scarecrow, which thus is also canon. Meanwhile, clone troopers and Jedi Knights wandered around in masks and costumes. Among the masks available were Senator Padme Amidala, Grievous, a Gungan, a Hutt, a Golden Protocol droid, a Blue Ortolan, you know, like Max Rebo, Supreme Chancellor Palpatine, and Jedi Master Yoda. So it's like dressing up as your boss on Halloween. Clone troopers wandered around in shiny gold armor or were decorated like skeletons that wielded scythes. Jedi Knights dressed in pirate gear, a purple-furred Wampa, a pink Tusken Raider, and a green Zillo Beast costume were also available. Even droids dressed up. Protocol droids wore masks and fake arms to appear like General Grievous. Astromech droids wore sheets over their domes to appear like ghosts.
Was this an MMO event?
Yes, this event was in Star Wars Clone Wars Adventures. The browser-based MMO.
Okay. Yeah, Earth Pirates or Space Pirates?
Earth Pirates.
Oh.
On Halloween 3 ABY, we did this part already. Yeah, that's the story. And it's also non-canonically here, where Luke goes trick-or-treating.
Oh, cute. He's a little short for a stormtrooper.
He is. But both the Ewok version... Wait, where is this? Okay, here we go. Over 20 years later, the online video game Star Wars Clone Wars Adventures featured a Halloween theme from October 24th to November 11th, 2011. The Jedi Temple in which much of the game takes place was decorated, and players had the opportunity to purchase masks of Star Wars characters and species, costumes, Halloween decorations, and 2 Halloween-themed droids. Colonel, who's an R4 astromech droid who looks like candy corn,
No.
who is considered to be corny yet sweet.
Okay.
Yeah. You could purchase him. And Jack, J-4K, who was also on the show, it looks like.
Huh.
Oh no, that's just key art. He was an R4 series astromech droid in the service of the Galactic Republic during the Clone Wars. It was boasted as to having a droid-o-lantern smile. Oh! Breaking news! The
What?
Sith O-lantern means the Sith did celebrate. Oh no, wait, no, taking it back. They were named after the Sith, but they were not by the Sith. These were part of Star Wars Galaxies, an empire divided, where the streets of Mos Eisley and Moenia decorated their streets with a wide variety of Sith lanterns.
J4CK in it.
And it's unclear if these were pumpkins or if they were just jacking it.
Where is
Naboo?
Oh.
I'll show you. No, look. Look, I have not checked.
But
I have not checked.
You know it's Naboo. You just know.
Yes.
Oh my god!
I know it because perhaps when intern Forrest played Star Wars Galaxies, he loved the idea of having his house in a Naboo city that had an importance as a booming artist retreat.
That sounds like intern Forrest.
Yeah. Yeah. It also was home of Borvo the Hutt. Borvo.
Swag for life.
Borvo the Hutt, who's a blue hut.
Borvo.
You got Moxie, no brains but heart. I like that.
I like that. Does he talk like the penguin?
He first appeared in that episode 1, Battle for Naboo. The Poingoing?
Penguin.
He was also mentioned in the
Yes.
Darth Plagueis book.
The
Oh,
penguin.
and Eben Q3 Baobab is a scholar and poet and polymath who looks shockingly like Ben Burt. He was the head of the Baobab archives.
Ooh.
Got that Q3 by undergoing the ceremonial passage rite at the Semi-Summer Festival on Ventress.
The boy.
Oh, Q3.
The boyvo.
Q3 is like his doctorate.
The Tower of Babel just fell on
Q3 is how the place he got his education from indicates. Oh, I love that. This was him in Galaxies.
What?
Yeah. This is how the character looks in the movies. And this is how he looks in Star Wars Galaxies.
Wow.
That's the guy who hates us.
He does look like a gamer.
Aged up. Oh boy. We have fun here. We have fun here, don't we, folks? And by fun, I mean I have fun while you suffer, of course.
Of course. We love your suffering.
I love your
it's
suffering
so
so much. It's so fun.
tasty.
And Spoopy Poopy got the most points on that question. Also, no music is playing. Oh no, it is. It's just quiet. Spoopy Poopy got 911 points, While Gulaloof lost 798 points as we go to question. Oh, so I said no. No, Maddie.
Oh.
The residents of Moenia and Mos Espa celebrated by putting out Sitho lanterns. There is no indication, canonically, that the Sith themselves celebrated using Sitho lanterns. No. There are only 2 Sith in the era of Star Wars Galaxies.
Only 2 there
Darth
are.
Vader and Darth Sidious. They do not live in Mos Eisley or Moenia. The Sith probably thought it was offensive, yes. And you could purchase them from this dude, Zaz Feratu,
Oh!
a yellow-eyed male Twi'lek, who helped organize the Galactic Moon Festival, because it was part of the Galactic Moon Festival. As you can see, trick or treat, a popular saying during the Galactic Moon Festival.
Zaz Feratu.
Trick or treat, a popular saying during the Galactic Moon Festival with a citation. I love Wikipedia. All the citizens of Mos Eisley and Moenia gladly agreed to participate in the Galactic Moon Festival when Jabba asked them. When a townsperson targeted said trick or treat. If they like your costume, they will give you Galactic Moon coins. If not, use your trick or treat device and scare them.
Wow.
The Galactic Moon Festival was created by Jabba the Hutt.
Wow.
Jabba created a pseudo Halloween.
Hell yes.
Jabba created Halloween to gain more support from Tatooine and Naboo. He grew tired of, I fucking love Jabba the Hutt. He grew tired of festivals of love and life. I too, Jabba, am tired of those festivals. I guarantee you, by the way, next year will be...
This one was invented
Why
by
did
a
Jabba
writer.
the Hutt create the Galactic Moon Festival? He grew tired of festivals of love and life. So he aimed to create the scariest event of the year. Yes. Well, yeah, Darth Vader choked Jabba in the comics. He grew tired of festivals of love and life, so he aimed to create the scariest event of the year. He sent Aponte to advertise the event. And we know that because Aponte said, Jabba has sent me, Aponte, to give you a quick preview of some of the great things he has planned for the big celebration.
This one was invented by a writer.
Oh, the article introducing it was called Don't Fear the Reaper. Zaz Feratu was tasked with handing out costume holo projectors in both cities. These holo projectors will allow spacers to dress up in a number of scary costumes, including droidicas, toydarians, and huts. These celebrants would attempt to scare others with their costumes by exclaiming, "Trick or treat!" If they knew genuinely scared or impressed by the costume, they would be given galactic moon coins. Like these. With Jabba's face on both sides. Okay. This rules. This rules.
Y'all are having fun in the chat. Fluvel's just marveling over Star Wars lore.
Oh, I'm gonna archive.org this. Okay. Oh, it's not. Wait, no. Okay. Oh, it just is so long ago, it's not in any of the default views. Well, that makes sense, because Star Wars Galaxies is a very old game. Here we go. It's working. It's working! That's a Star Wars reference. You get it? That's what Anakin says when his pod racer is working. It's working. Here we go. Oh my god! You could get a replica of the Yoda fountain. You could get a replica of the Yoda fountain at Lucasfilm in Star Wars Galaxies. And this isn't even the first one. Okay, well now we're gonna look into Zosferatu again. In case you forgot that charming creature. Zosferatu. He was well known for transform into skeletons, phantoms, and Kowakian monkey lizards, celebrating that party in in the usual way. Oh, there's not much else about him. Oh yes, backup links. Thank you so much, Wikipedia. Here we go, baby. From 2008, Don't Fear the Reaper. When the crypt goes creak and the tombstones outside the cantina quake, you'll know it's time for the Galactic Moon Festival. Beginning October 14th, residents of Star Wars Galaxies can take a shuttle to Moenia and Mos Eisley and celebrate the Galactic Moon Festival in style, if you dare. Just tell me the damn costumes. Nope. Yeah, so you go to... Oh, boy. I love this so much. In order to participate in what is sure to be the Ghoulist happening this year, all citizens have to do is visit the Galactic Moon Festival organizers that can be found outside the Moenia and Mos Eisley starports. Waypoints 4790-477 and 3523-4-4806, respectively. Here, citizens can obtain a costume for use for trick-or-treating, purchase special Moon Festival items, and find out more about the festival. Oh, look at this. You could put this on your house. Here's what you can get. House decorations, bat pheromones, Sitho lanterns, and my personal favorite, a brand new sign for you to hang outside your house. No! You couldn't play as a Sith. You could only play as a Jedi or a Dark Jedi.
What?
My house, because there were only 2 Sith. And there wasn't a Dark Jedi class either. There was just a Jedi class, but you get dark side powers. I'll double check if it's true. Yeah, no. You can be an Imperial Jedi by being a Jedi who signs up and helps the Empire, because your faction and your class are completely unrelated. Oh, you also couldn't be part of the Sith race either, because the Sith were a species before the Dark Lords happened. They took over. They were Dark Jedi who got exiled from the Jedi Order and then took over the planet, and that's why they're Dark Lords of the Sith, because of the Dark Lords who rule the Sith. Anyway, here's our leaderboard. Where Spoopy Poopy gained the most points, but they're still not in first place. Apollo, Jacko, Lanternala in first. Spooky Bootleg Bart in Exactly, so you couldn't trick or treat. Also, beyond that, the question was, who did they celebrate Halloween, not do they celebrate the Galactic Moon Festival? Which is a whole different festival. Halloween was canon, so it's a different festival. Here's question 8. With its waxy texture and cornstarch taste, candy corn was originally marketed as candy stones, chicken feed, witch's teeth, or the waxy bones of the damned. This is also a returning question, so longtime viewers will know this answer. Do you know? I know you know this, intern. Creepy.
Oh, I know
spooky and mysteriously spooky.
Welcome.
Freedom Dow.
Freedom Dow.
I'm Fluval, and this is intern Sitho Lantern. And we're doing Halloween trivia about Halloween in all of its respects. And that's why we just got talking about a Halloween-like festival, the Galactic Moon Festival from Star Wars Galaxies, the defunct Star Wars MMO, because we established that the Jedi Order and the Ewoks both celebrated Halloween canonically in Star Wars Legends. But now, with its waxy texture and cornstarch taste, candy corn was originally marketed as candy stones, chicken feed, witch's teeth, or the waxy bones of the damned. None of you said candy stones. 6 of you said chicken feed. 7 of you said witch's teeth. Well, 6 of you are correct. In 1898, it was called the chicken feed because prior, that's pretty cool, except I just look like a fish.
You're a fish also?
Are you also a fish?
Oh, that's what I read.
No, the song. Well, I mean, that's my question. Was it a song?
I was like, Freedom Dow, you're also a fifth dimensional
no.
being that appears to our lowly
That's
third
cool, you're a
dimensional
fish.
eyes as a fish.
No, they are fish.
They fish.
You're a fish. Well, you can join our game of trivia by going to crowd.live and entering the code 6QA5I or clicking the link at the top of the chat. You'll also like goat versus fish, which pits goats versus fish. Yeah, you got it wrong again, Blogtoven.
Ha!
It was chicken feed. In 1898, it was sold as chicken feed because prior to World War I, most Americans didn't see corn as human food. Its distinctive taste was what inspired director David Lynch to use creamed corn as a symbol of human pain and suffering.
To have to eat things that a chicken would eat.
I am not a chicken. I am a man.
Yeah, did they have well, they actually had the candy corn droid.
I played as a Jedi Knight in Star Wars Galaxies, and I did it before they did the refresh that made it a class you could pick at the start. I had to grind through playing multiple characters to ever get to play as a Jedi, and I had permanent death. Permanent death, Coop. If my character died, I could never be a Jedi again. And whenever I faced off against a player who signed up with the Empire, I looked them in the eye, Coop, and I said, change your heart or die. Don't side with the fascism. Also, don't look up David Lynch's opinions on the 1980 election if you think he'd actually be that stalwart against it, Coop. He perhaps was ahead of his time on trans stuff, maybe or maybe not. It's kind of ambiguous sometimes, but he did think it was morning in America. Yes, that was... Oh yeah, by the way, I was channeling David Lynch. Now I'm Floovel again. Yeah, we were talking about the Star Wars Galaxies. And yeah, he did refer to himself in the third person like The Rock.
I see.
I say change your hearts or die. And I say, let's go to the leaderboard. Whirlpala Jack-O-Lantern-Alla is in first. Spooky Bootleg Bart in second. CBS Spooky Scary. The Tiffany Spooky Scary in third. Hollow Potatoes Ween in fourth. And Spoopy Poopy in fifth. But Spooky Bootleg Bart gained the most points, getting 855 points, while Sexy Chris Gethard Costume XL lost the most points, losing 852 points.
Suffer.
In our game of trivia as we go to question number 9. The night before Halloween, which in your dimension is this very night, is known by many names, including Cabbage Night, Devil's Night, Goosey Night, or Mischief Night. Pick the correct answer.
40-year-old Goosey Night?
Yes, 40-year-old Goosey Night. Which is also a Time Lord somehow, despite being an event.
I see.
Because Goosey is a Time Lord. 40-year-old Goosey is a Time Lord in Smash Cut to the Future. They canonically determine that... No, it's Smash Cut... Yeah, to the future. That he is a Time Lord. The Keeper of the Battle Dome declares it so, and thus it is.
I see.
Yes. It was a question on our Chris Gethard trivia night. I don't know how you would forget any trivia question that had ever been brought up on this show. I remember all of them.
Well, of course you do, Floovel.
Yes,
You're better
I'm
than
Floovel,
us.
Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire, and I'm far beyond you lowly mortals.
This is true.
You foolish mortals, as I wrote for the Haunted Mansion. That's right, that was me. Anyway, let's see what you picked. 3 of you said Cabbage Night. 4 of you... Also, I'm the one who made it so the Doom Buggies stop so much and just sit there to make you suffer. Tonight is Cabbage Night here. Well, they're all correct, by the way.
Whoa!
New Englanders started calling October 30th Cabbage Night because in the 1800s, youths would dig up cabbages and throw them at houses.
Okay.
Yeah. They would just dig up a cabbage and hawk it at a house. In Detroit, they call it Devil's Night, and some in the 1980s took it literally and commemorated it by setting buildings ablaze.
Okay.
That's what this trivia question says, which appeared before. Let's see if it's true, huh? Or is that a wrong fact? Was that a bit we put in? It's up to you to find out. Oh no, it's true. In Detroit, which was particularly affected by Devil's Night arson and vandalism through the 1980s, many citizens took it upon themselves to fight. Oh yeah. Ugh. And then they tried to do the Angel's Night to fight off the Devil's Night mischief. But they ended it. Oh, good news! They ended Angels Night in 2018 because arson had declined.
Oh.
Goosey Night is from New Jersey. It was known as Goosey Night and featured chaos like throwing rocks at moving trains and tossing park benches into the Passaic River.
I like those things.
Which was very New Jersey.
Yes.
And in Philly and New Jersey, it's also called Mischief Night, and it is a time for pranking, which in the 1700s meant pulling up fence posts, tipping over carts, and greasing doorknobs.
Oh no, my greasy doorknob.
Mischief Night is generally recognized as a New Jersey, Eastern Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Maryland, and Delaware phenomenon. But now it, of course, also includes more common things like toilet paper in yards and buildings, powder bombing and egging cars, people and homes, using soap to write on windows.
Powder bombing?
Yeah.
What is a powder bomb? Also using soap to do what?
It's like a color powder thing. It's like a flower bomb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Using soap to write on windows, setting off fireworks and smashing pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns. All those kinds of things. And of course, there's also the world-famous Ding Dong Ditch.
Love that.
Which is one of the less destructive pranks. So it's, I guess it counts.
In the age of soaping cars is a lost art. Clearly, because I didn't know what it was. Oh, like what they used on Stonehenge. Okay.
Soaping cars. It's my favorite Snow Patrol song. Yeah, my favorite Snow Patrol song. You know what my other one is?
What?
Leaderboard. Where Apollo Koala's in first. Spooky Bootleg Bart in second. CB Spooky Scary in third. Hollow Potatoes Ween in fourth and Spoopy Poopy in fifth. Goolaloof actually gained the most points on that question because they answered in only 3.8 seconds.
Oh my.
Yeah, they gained 915 points out of a possible 1,000, while Hollow Potatoes Ween answered the slowest. Taking 19 seconds to answer, gaining only 578 points. But all of you got more than half of the maximum possible points. You did, fool.
You did. You did.
You did. Because of that, you're now in 12th place. But I will say, a mostly positive leaderboard. Out of our 16 players, only 13 have positive points. Only 3 are in the negative. Let's see if that continues with question 10. According to Google Frightgeist, what is the top trending costume for Halloween 2024? Deadpool, Ray Gun from the Olympics, Shrunken Head Bob from Beetlejuice, or the Wolverine? And Google Frightgeist measures trending based on a comparison of Google search interest in the US in September 2023 and September 2024 for a costume.
The Wolverine.
So it's a measure of the biggest increase in search interest year over year. I saw 3 ray guns at a concert last week. Yeah, well, I saw 3 ray guns at an invasion last week. And mine went... What kind did you saw ray guns? Wow. I mean, the Olympics, it feels like it's perfectly situated to be a trending costume, you know?
Yeah.
But let's see what you picked. 8 of you said it's the Deadpool. It's the chatty Cathy known as Deadpool. 1 of you said ray gun. 3 of you said Shrunken Head Bob. 1 of you said Wolverine. What do you think it is, intern costume?
The Wolverine.
You think it's Wolverine?
I don't know. I think
what do you think it is if you had to guess?
I would guess Deadpool, I guess. I think that all of them are likely though.
It's Shrunken Head Bob from Beetlejuice.
What?
Yeah, Shrunken Head Bob, you know, the guy with the yellow suit and the little head. The little head.
The little head.
Little head.
I've seen people do that costume with a dog.
Exactly. That's why I specified that it's a year over year increase, because I was like, this could make the difference, and I want to make the ones who don't. I want to make sure you suffer with full knowledge that you could have avoided it. Yeah, exactly. Now let's delve deep, perhaps too greedily, into Google Frightgeist. Okay, the overall trending costume was Shrunken Head Bob. Ray Gun was the second.
Aha!
Catnap Catnap was the third. Dolores from Beetlejuice in fourth, and Pomni in fifth. It is important to do that, but then you're slower. And Pomni, by the way,
Who's Pomni?
is a character from the Amazing Digital Circus, a web series by an Australian company named Glitch Productions.
Oh. Who's Dolores?
That's, here's Pomni.
Oh. Oh, cute. Yeah.
Dolores is from Beetlejuice. It's Beetlejuice's wife, Dolores.
Oh.
Played by Monica Bellucci, who is director Tim Burton's girlfriend. See? Envy from Inside Out, but this is overall. For kids, number one is Red from Descendants. For dog, it's Dogpool.
Blech.
For duos, it's Wolverine and Deadpool. But not overall, so it doesn't count. Don't argue with me. Makeup is Coraline. Party theme is Beetlejuice. Spooky foods is Mummy hot dogs. What's a Mummy hot dog? No, it's what you'd expect.
A hot dog with toilet paper?
No, it's not what you'd expect, I guess.
Right? Oh, okay.
It's like a pigs in a blanket, but a mummy.
Okay. Yeah, like a corn dog, but like...
And for Halloween decor, it's the 12-foot skeleton. And that one surprises me, because I wouldn't have thought that would be new. And then Black Halloween tree in second. I know those were hard to find this year.
They were hard to find.
Yeah. And here's the costume map. In San Francisco, Wolverine was number one. So you were right in line with the San Francisco Bay Area.
Fascinating.
In Salinas, it's Deadpool.
Okay.
And in Santa Barbara, it's Brick from the Powerpuff Girls.
Okay.
And in LA, it's Peely from Fortnite.
Costume is drying.
Fresno, it's Harry Potter, which has concerning implications about Fresno that are not that surprising.
Yeah.
Sacramento, it's a prisoner.
Oh.
Chico, it's a minion. In New York, it's Red from Descendants.
New York.
In Scranton, where Joe Biden's from, or Scranton Joe's from, it's Coraline, man. Hey, man. Hey, man, I'm going as Coraline, man. Hey, yeah. No joke, I'm going as Coraline, no joke. Also, what a year to have Coraline be trending, though, with everything going on with Neil. DC, it's Shadow the Hedgehog. Hell yeah, DC. Washington, DC's a corn popper. And DC is Shadow the Hedgehog. I want Jersey. In Philadelphia, it's Deadpool.
Oh, it's the 10-year anniversary.
Yeah. It got a theatrical re-release this year, too.
What's Hawaii?
In Honolulu, it's Pocahontas.
Okay.
Oh, it's all Honolulu. It's just the graphical style makes it look like it can be, you know, like others. Albuquerque, it's Deadpool. Yeah, so it's in Hawaii, it's just the Honolulu area. It's Pocahontas, Minion, Deadpool, Jollibee, and Winnie the Pooh. That makes sense, yeah. The Jollibee makes sense. And then in Alaska, it's 3. 4. In Alaska, it's no one in this one. In Fairbanks, it's Sonic. In Fairbanks, it says multiple. Okay, in Anchorage, it's Iron Man.
Yep.
And in Juneau, it's Pebbles Flintstone. Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense, Wiz.
Right?
Yeah. In Seattle, it's Princess Jasmine. In Portland, it's Michael Myers. In Eugene, it's Boo from Monsters, Inc. And yeah, where's Chicago? I know it's the other way. Oh my god. Watch my bad geography skills for anything off the West Coast, huh? In Des Moines, it's Jason Voorhees.
Oh.
It's really hard finding places when you don't have the state
Right?
for the Midwest. Okay, Rockford, Chicago. Red from Descendants is... Oh, I lost it. Red from Descendants is number 1 in Chicago. Number 2 is Shrunken Bob. So, again, They're getting it from Google Maps, from Google search interest. So that's the other thing. It's kind of, it doesn't mean the most people are dressing up as Pocahontas. It means they're searching for Pocahontas.
That's weird.
So it's a flawed methodology for sure. Search interest in costumes spike every... I'm wondering if it has to say costume, too. But that's Frightgeist. Where'd you see Chipotle? Oh, it's because number 11's top costume is a Chipotle burrito.
Ha!
And only New Hampshire and Alaska are searching Chipotle burrito over Chipotle bowl in the last 5 years.
Huh. Nurse Chapel.
Well, because for a while, because it used to be that you just got a free burrito if you went to Chipotle in costume, and I think they changed it so you have to go to Chipotle as a Chipotle burrito now to get the free one, because people were just showing up in like t-shirts being like, oh, it's a costume, give me free food. Yeah.
Love that. Love that.
Now Nurse Chapel Roan is so good. You know what else is good? The leaderboard. If someone went as the leaderboard for Halloween, we would absolutely show it on this show.
The leaderboard.
Opala, Jack-O-Lanternala in first, Spooky Bootleg Bart in second, CB Spooky Scary in third, Holla Potatoes Ween in fourth, and Spoopy Poppy in fifth. Or Spoopy
Speaking
Poopy.
of, you should show up to Mary's painting party tomorrow and trick or treat with intern Forrest and Emily.
Trick or treat tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/Mary Hooley, where interns Forrest and Emily will be guest hosting at least the start of Mary Houlihan's painting party, because Mary Houlihan, if you're in New York, will be on Picture This tomorrow. Picture this. Picture that. Who's afraid of the big black bat?
Woohoo!
That was a Batman reference for all you
That's a
who
good
are
one.
new to this. But yeah, tomorrow, Picture This has Mary Houlihan on the animation block party.
Painting
Yeah, New York. We'll have Tally Midell from Googie Morning and Everything Everywhere All at Once. Nick Nanny, Claire O'Kane, Caitlin Reese, and Mary Houlihan.
Oh.
And Ian Abramson's on the Chicago one. But you should go to Mary Houlihan's painting party instead of going to see Mary Houlihan, of course. I'm joking, go to see Mary Houlihan.
Ha.
But now let's go to question number 11? What?
11?
Moya's crew use Halloween to stay under the radar during a visit to Earth, in which episode of Farscape, an Australian-American science fiction series produced originally for the Nine Network? Is it a constellation of doubt, a human reaction Kansas, or terra firma? Oh, nice, says Wizworld Live. Do you know the answer to this? It is not like Farscape. How dare you, Redactron? How dare you associate such a wonderful show with something as disgusting as farting because of the... A, it involves defecation. B, it implies matter consumption, which is disgusting. It's an Australian-American science fiction series produced originally for the Nine Network and created by Rockney Esso Banan. How dare you, Maddie? You made me accidentally create a stream marker. It is nice to book Picture This. It's almost as nice as Farscape. So let's see what you picked. None of you thought it was a constellation of doubt. 2 of you thought it was human reaction. 5 of you thought it was Kansas. 2 of you thought it was terra firma. Interesting.
Very
5 of you got it right. The
interesting.
correct answer is Kansas.
Yeah.
In the episode, Moya's crew finds themselves on Earth in 1985, and John Crichton, an astronaut who was shot through a wormhole, has to talk his dad into not going up on the ill-fated Challenger shuttle. When the police find Dargo, Noranti, and Rigel the 16th hiding out in a house, they use the fact that it's Halloween and some airborne drugs
Oh.
to avoid being exposed as extraterrestrials. I think this was on Farscape Trivia, too. A question about this was on our Farscape Trivia episode as well, so I'm glad you eagle-eared listeners remembered. Now let's go to the leaderboard, where Spooky Bootleg Bart gained the most points because they answered in 12 seconds.
They got shot to the
They
top
got
of
shot
the leaderboard.
to the top of the leaderboard with 724 points. That's not what I heard. And evil fast food mascot, the King, lost the most points, losing 846 points on their first question.
Ha!
Yeah. and they're down to 11th place, but they're still ahead of. But no, they answered They answered a lot of them correctly. They've answered multiple questions, so they still have positive points, even as we go to this question, which is a little scary. So brace yourselves. Here's question 12. Michael Myers' name is in the title of how many movies in the Halloween franchise? 3, 6, 9, or 12? And here he is dancing to the Halloween theme. Look at him dancing. Look at him go. Michael Myers is a horse. Michael Myers is a horse. Michael Myers is a horse. Look at him dancing. Look at him go. Because Michael Myers is a horse. Oh, Michael Myers is a horse. Michael Myers is a horse. Look at him dancing. Look at him go. Because Michael Myers is a horse. That was, of course, an ode to Kristen Shaw, who's great in the new season of What We Do in the Shadows as well.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a good season so far overall, I would say.
Absolutely.
I like the horror.
The horror.
And the comedy.
Yeah.
What do you think is the answer to this, intern Sith Lantern?
I'm going to guess 6.
Why?
Because it's an evil number.
Okay, well, let's see if your evil number was correct. 9 of you said 3. 0 of you said 6. 0 of you said 9. 1 of you said 12. It's been a solid showing from season 6. All of your all-time favorite bits. Kristen, oh God. Oh, wow, Wiz.
Wow.
Wow. Go big or go home, says
I mean,
Maddie.
if you're Kristen Shaw, like, that's fucking hilarious.
That's so funny. Well, let's see what you picked. Well, let's see. What I should say is let's see if it's correct. The correct answer is 9. Nah, the correct answer is 3.
Oh.
9 of you said it, but the correct answer is 3. His name appears in Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers, and Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, which is Halloween 6. So not only is his name only in 3, they're sequential.
Oh.
His name appears in 3 sequential movies in the series and never again in a title. And it's because, of course, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, is the only Halloween movie that doesn't have him in it. So it was a way of telling audiences, don't worry, he's back. We swear he's back. You can watch it again. It's not Silver Sprocket again. He's back. Please watch our movie.
Watch our movie.
It's the Michael Myers trilogy. Exactly, Opala. And speaking of trilogies, here's our leaderboard where Spooky Bootleg Bart is in first, despite not getting it right the fastest. Spoopy Poopy got it right the fastest, gaining 886 points, while of the people who answered, only Boo answered it wrong, losing 671 points. So our top 5, as we head into the final question, is Spooky Bootleg Bart,
The
Opala,
spookiest
Jacko,
number.
Lantern Alla, CB Spooky Scary World Series of Sportsmen, and Spoopy Poopy.
Spoopy Poopy.
As we go to our final question. Wager your points.
13, The
This
spookiest
question-
number.
This question connects to Halloween.
Ooh.
That is your hint. Wager your points. If you have them now, if you are the King, the Ringo, Boo, and Killer Clowns from Out of Congress, you don't have anything you can do. Just watch.
Ooh.
All in, baby, says Apollo Koala, as you should be all in this Friday when you watch Wizworld Dead featuring Nakugoth, aka Nakamis, during this Goth Week on HDub's channel. So be sure to follow HDub, Nakamis, and Wizworld Dead so you can see everything. As we go to our final question, which video game was originally released under the title Halloween Harry? Was it Alien Carnage, Carn Evil, Midnight Mutants, or Tony Tough and the Night of Roasted Moths? Is this question on here mostly so I can say Tony Tough and the Night of Roasted Moths? Maybe. Because I love the idea that there's a video game called Tony Tough and the Night of Roasted Moths. Because it's Moth Week, baby.
Woo!
Do you know the answer to this one, intern gamer?
No.
You don't know the, really, intern ColecoVision, you don't know the answer?
I do not. I know that you did tell me
Yeah.
earlier this week.
The Night of Roasted Moths. We gotta roast those moths, don't we, folks?
It sounds like a very goth thing to do.
You gotta roast those moths, roasted moths. And up next is a salad with a side of roasted moths. At night. You can only eat roasted moths at night. Well, let's see what you picked. 3 of you said Alien Carnage. 3 of you said Carn Evil. All of these are real games, by the way. 4 of you said Midnight Mutants. 1 of you said Tony Tough and the Night of Roasted Moths. Well, the correct answer is, as we all know, it came out in 1994. Do I have to say more? We all know that from the answer that it's 1994. We all know that it's Alien Carnage,
Whoa.
which was originally released in 1993 as a Halloween Harry. And Halloween Harry is still the lead character even in Alien Carnage. But, you know, it was released from G-Wiz Entertainment.
Gee whiz.
And in the game Halloween Harry, players take the role of Halloween Harry, who is trying to save the world from evil aliens who want to take over the planet by turning humans into zombies. So here is the Space Station Liberty, high above Earth in 2030 AD. Greetings, Harry. Glad you could make it. I came as fast as I could, Diane. What's up? 3 days ago, an alien ship entered Earth's orbit. Earth. Alien ship. As you can see, could I make it any more obvious? It landed in New York City, attaching itself to the Big Corp skyscraper. We don't know where the aliens came from, but we do know that they're turning innocent people into mindless zombies. See? Look at this innocent lady. We believe that they plan to use Earth people as slaves in their quest to take over the galaxy. Oh no, that would be horrible. See, look at her. Oh no, she's a zombie now.
They have great fine motor control.
Yeah, and it's very Archie style. And she's not Archie style
Yeah.
at all, which is the funniest part. Here's a transmission from their leader. Greetings, Earth scum. You have 24 hours to turn control of the planet over to me, or I'll begin turning my hostages. I will begin turning my hostages into brain-dead killer zombies. Ah! What a diabolical plot. We sent some operatives in to rescue the hostages and destroy the alien ship. ... But they failed. What happened to them? They failed, Harry. We can only guess they've probably been turned into slobbering, mindless zombies by now. Those fiends! The radiation level is too high to maintain constant radio contact.
We're all transforming.
But I can make occasional contact via info disc signal boosters left behind by previous agents. After you rescue all the hostages, make your way to the elevator that's located on each level. Any questions? What weapons do I have? You'll have your flamethrower, some heat-seeking missiles initially. But there are a number of personal offensive weapon dispensers through the area. You'll be able to gain access to micro nukes, thermo grenades, photon blasters. This is what I have in my compound, and the awesome Omega.
I like her little smile.
That sounds righteous, Diane. Harry, the future of the free world depends upon you. Good luck. I'll do my best. I'll try to get the infamous Omega. Halloween Harry. Halloween Harry. This is the 10th anniversary edition, by the way. Written by Robert Crane. Graphics by Steven Stamatiadis. Music by Stephen Baker and George Stamatiadis. Map design by John Passfield and Steven Stamatiadis. VGA routines by Tony Ball. Easy, medium, or hard. Mission 1, Mission 2, Mission... Oh, here we go. Back at Starbase Liberty. That's right, where there's more. Our recon drones have secured valuable data on the alien ship. It's literally merged itself into the top floor of the Big Corp skyscraper. And any approach by air has been met with deadly resistance. I bet that's what happened to the agents. It appears the only way to get close enough is via the city sewage system. We want you to traverse the sewers, freeing any hostages that they have taken. It's all lore, baby. And locate an entrance to the Big Corp factory at the base of the skyscraper. Scraper. Is there anything we should keep an eye out for? Hogshoe, Hogshoe? Okay. This is the game.
I like how he looks like Wario.
Yeah. It looks like he's also still somehow kind of Archie style. It looks like the original side-scrolling Duke Nukem game, honestly. Wait, did what lady get naked? Hold up, hold up. Wait, no, I don't think so.
Where did you see a naked lady?
No, she disappeared. No, she's not naked.
It does look like she got naked for a second.
But she didn't. She just like vanishes. The goop comes off. She's no longer being turned into a zombie is I think what's happening. Oh, and there's a zombie. There's a squid. Oh no, don't lock the stay up. Get him, Larry, get him. Go down the pipe, Harry. Pipes are classics in video games. But this is it. Isn't this an exciting game?
I'm so excited.
All right, wouldn't you want to watch an hours-long Let's Play of this?
Certainly at this time of
This
night.
is what he looks like. Dude, look how buff he is. He also has bad implants.
What's more naked than being vaporized?
Well, that's true. Being de-atomized is about as naked as you can get. Okay, so there he's... I'm trying to see the ending screen. There we go. Look at him. That's it. We exited to DOS. And now let's exit to finding out who won
Yay!
our game of trivia. Your winners are in third place. Hollow Potatoes Wing. And in second, it's none other than CB Spooky Scary. And in first place, with 5,434 points, your grand prize winner is Spoopy Poopy. So it's Poopy Poopy.
Poopy Poopy.
Be sure
Who
to
are you?
tell us who you are in the chat, and if we have your address, we're good. But if we don't, DM it to us on Discord. You'll DM it to Intern Forrest. Oh, it was Redactron? Well, see, you won because you bet the most points correctly.
Ah.
I love when Redactron wins because Redactron is always
skills,
so
baby.
annoyed that they won. It's always like, God, I didn't want to win.
We love the suffering.
Exactly. I love that we get to inflict
Yum,
that
yum.
suffering
Huh?
on you, Redactron. Well, we will get you a little thank you gift from us to you. But don't worry, there's a gift we all get to enjoy, and it's... Yay! And be sure to join us again next week on Grand Trivia, where it's a special Fluval's Choice episode.
Fluval's Choice.
Because it may be an intern's birthday next week on the very night of the next Grand Trivia. Yeah, Fluval. Thank you for redeeming that, Fluval. So if you hear an alarm, it's... because next week will be General Trivia. Happy birthday, Monica Lewinsky. We'll see you next week.
We're gonna see.
We have your coordinates. May the mischief be with you, always.
Here he comes. Swimming closer than farther away.
Maddie, no! They are not. They were on. They were referenced by the denizens of Millennia and Mos Eisley, but they are not celebrants of Halloween. Stop spreading the most malicious misinformation since Stephen Premmel accused me of liking farts. Or hearting farts.